The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Coming out aggressively. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down, still moving. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
And the Wolverines will snap it on first and 10. They want to run it left here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's Marshall. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They cross midfield at the 45 with a first and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Klein. Open space at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, running back gets to give. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The sure hands, it's Sanders. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speak.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Fires on the move. And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Buys a little time with his feet. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. He's got it! And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He's going for the big play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the ground, it's Haynes. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God in this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. To the air, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Finds his big tight end.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanders. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on third down. Trying to bully their way in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Lemon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanders. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That's caught. It's Sanders. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. He'll pull it on the read. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really...
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off-play action on first down. Looking left. Caught on the outside. It's Marsh. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Klein. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Shakes off the defender. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. To the air, it's Underwood. Quick completion on the out. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. He goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Converts on fourth down, still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's McCulley. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Firing toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One more snap coming before halftime. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they'll just play it safe with the run, right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot. Turning it on! Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Lane. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Still running at the 40. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Firing to the right, complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver.
This offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Morgan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Michigan offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Finds his man. It's Marsh. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
But give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Quickly out to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Quarterback on the keeper. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Simpson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too, but when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Under fire. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score, special teams goes out, they execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Looks as if he's going to run it. There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
That's caught. It's Simpson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Klein. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the 1st down.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to punch it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Wolverines! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. They'll go hurry up here. from the gun. He leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run. Sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Runs through the tackle. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Sanders. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Miller. Made a defender miss. Touchdown USC. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Mayava. Here comes the heat. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take a knee as a touchback, save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. It's picked off, and that's number 10. The return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Goes to the knee, and that will wrap it up, and their magical season continues. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse